right, everybody. The next person up to the stage, this is her first time, and here we go. Serious Dog Mom can be found on every and all, I repeat, every and all dating site. Dating site, dating app, and serious applicants can apply backstage after the show, which I think technically in a tent is the dugout or the police department. I don't know. Oh, is this true? And her family calls her Queenie. Ladies and gentlemen, it's SHAENA MCPADDEN!
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm SHAENA. So, admittedly, I've never really been much of a grocery shopper. I don't really like the whole list thing. Categorically, I know what I need to maintain this 34-year-old banging bod. Milk, I need milk, and it has to be almond milk because like all of you, I have no issue with lactose, but society has shamed me into buying nut milks. K-cups. Doesn't matter what kind, as long as they're caffeinated. I really like rotisserie chickens because I can make one chicken last a whole week. Yep. Spiraled veggies. They look really healthy in my basket, but I never use them. Peanut butters and almond butters because, again, I'm on the nut wagon. Yep. 4 cases of seltzer. Australian licorice, it must be Australian, it must be strawberry. And 2 bags of Tostitos scoops, 1 to last me the whole next week and 1 to demolish on the car ride home. So, I don't know about you all, but my car rides home from the grocery store have gotten infinitely more dangerous in this pandemic. Yeah. So, I load my groceries into the back of the car, and then I have to DPPE. So I take my mask off, I take my gloves off, I sanitize, and then I get in the car. And it's normally at that time when I would grab for that bag of Tostitos scoops. But in COVID, I pause. I have just been through hell and back in a Fairfield County Whole Foods, and I need to carbo load right now. Right now. But I pause because even though I have just sanitized my hands, I have not scrubbed them for the full length of the ABCs. So I contemplate. I could sanitize, open the bag, sanitize again, and then stick 2 fingers into the bag and grab 1 scoop, carefully take it to my lips, all while driving. Or so then I have to weigh like the risks of this move, right? Which is possible transmission, probable disease, a trip to the hospital, a stay in the ICU, a stint on a ventilator, saying goodbye to my family members from FaceTime with a nurse holding the phone in front of me. And then I look at those scoops. And I'm like, they're so salty and pure, and they're just staring back at me, and I'm like, fuck it, and I go for it. So I have a dog. He is a 40-pound, white, fluffy, he's a rescue, Glenn. And he is the center of my life. Little happy-go-lucky guy. His name is Rue. He has a lot of nicknames, though. That's his official name. He has a lot of nicknames. Rue Bear, Bubsy, Bubba, Boo Boo, Pumpkin, Rufus, Bumpkin, and Slut. Yeah. So my little Bubba has an STD. The little Bubsy has a sexually transmitted disease. So, yeah. So the Bubba's life with an STD started as a wart on the side of his mouth. And I did what any good dog parent would do, good helicopter fur mom would do, and I took him to our family physician. And I say family physician because he sees the vet way more often than I see my own doctor. And that's when Dr. Reagan diagnosed him with an acute, because he's really, really cute, canine oral papilloma. Now, for anybody here familiar with herpes, you all know that herpes can change shape. And they often grow testicles. Sorry, I meant tentacles. They grow tentacles. They grow tentacles. And little Bubby's warts started with pink flaps on the side of his gum, and they just grow out. And then slowly over time, they slough off, and they leave this like really smooth little spot on the side of your canine's perfectly black gum. And for a mom, this is a reminder that your little fluff ball is not as innocent as he looks. But the good news in all of this, there is a silver lining. Canine oral papilloma is not transmissible from fur baby to fur parent. I know this because I asked. I needed to make sure I could continue to get my little kisses from the Bubba. But I've gone over and over in my mind, how did this happen? I mean, I walk the dog, I sit with the dog, I sleep with the dog. How did he get this? And the only thing I can think of is that he must have engaged in unprotected sex in the 30 seconds that it takes me at the dog park to turn around and pick up his shit. That's it. Okay? And you know what? I think about it. I know who she is. I know. There is this 8-year-old Shiba Inu, and you know exactly what she looks like, okay? Her name is Roxy. She's pretty mature. She's a real cougar. She's blonde. She is fit. She has a perfect blowout every single time she comes to the dog park, like a freshly trimmed topiary, okay? And when she shows up, she doesn't come often, but when she does, her tail curls up like so perfectly, and you see her entire, anyway, I'm not gonna get carried away here. All I'm saying is Roxy's milkshakes bring all the dogs to the park, okay? But, the more I think about it, it could also have been Gordon. Gordon has a thing for leather. He wears this collar, it's black, around his neck with these silver spikes, and he looks like he works out in the front, but he's got these tight little hips in the back. And you know what? If the little Rui is into that, I'm cool, because I just want him to be happy. But anyway, one thing's for sure, the little Bubba screwed the pooch, because he definitely didn't get it from me. I'm SHAENA, and I'm clean.
Oh my God, SHAENA! SHAENA is so single that she doesn't even know that she said, is she your daughter? I can't look at you and say this part then. She is so single. She announced being single and then said, and I'm on the nut wagon. Did you hear that?